Good morning, Sean.
Hi.
How are you?
Hello, I'm fine,
Smiler.
thank you. Thanks for having me.
Welcome. So Sean is half the brains behind Peter Kay's car show. Did you write it? Was it a whole co-written thing together?
Yeah, it was. I mean, not taking anything away from Peter because he is a genius. And
of course, he's a genius. Yeah.
He does it all. But we did. We did used to sit and we'd sort of improvise together, and he'd have his dictaphone, and then he would sort of shape it all up. Yeah, so, I mean, we're really good friends. We've known each other for years. So It was just us chatting, and sometimes just... I was telling a lot of stories about things that have happened to me in the past, and that's got in, and we've just changed names.
And it's also real, isn't it? And the radio plays a big part in car show, doesn't it? Sing along to the jingles, sing along to the ads. That's when you know you've got them. We don't have ads here, thank heaven, or ad breaks anyway. But now you're on to talk about Cinderella After Ever After. Now, the After Ever After bit's really interesting, I think. Because that's a franchise. You take all the tales and you After Ever After them.
It'll be going for years, won't it?
Don't you? Cinderella After Ever After. Now, most of us know how it ends, and everything ended happily ever after. But of course, After Ever After, maybe married life's not for Cinders. Is this what we find out?
Yeah, well, it starts... and I just got to say, first of all, when I was offered the part, I thought it was a joke. And I was like, have they got the name wrong on this? Because I have never, even when I was 20, played Cinderella. I was always like an ugly sister or a fairy godmother.
No way.
No, I'm not doing it for compliments,
We're not
obviously.
having that.
But, when does a 43-year-old get to play Cinderella? So it's slightly different, obviously, from the kick-off that you've got a middle-aged woman playing Cinderella. But everything else is really traditional, and it's massive budget, and it looks beautiful. We filmed it in Bulgaria.
I know, it's very cinematic, isn't it? Well, it is cinematic.
Yeah, and it looks wonderful. So it starts on the day of the wedding, and then as soon as they get to the wedding reception, Cinderella thinks, oh, I kind of only had a dance with him. I've had a dance. He's not, I've rushed into this a bit.
Straight away in the first dance, she realises that this is the result of a whim, a massive whim.
Well, she did. She was very
It's a
easy,
whim-whim.
Cinderella, wasn't she? She went straight in.
Talk about a whirlwind romance.
Had a dance, lost a shoe, married. That's it.
So it is cinematic. It's 8 p.m. on Sky One. We can't say this enough. It's Christmas Eve, 8 p.m. on Sky One, and the other channels are having a go, but they're not giving it enough. You got The Chase on ITV, and as much as we all love Bradley and the gang, that's not. You don't want to be watching that on Christmas Eve. You want to be watching this, for heaven's sake. 8 p.m. Sky One, Christmas Eve, shot in Bulgaria.
Yes,
where it was hot.
It was very hot. Lots of corsets and hot weather didn't go together.
Were there any roughs going on?
David had a rough.
You try and keep him out of his rough.
He insisted.
And garters, stockings.
Lots of all that, and obviously they were. Lucinda, the costume director, she was amazing. We had all these beautiful old costumes. So people have worn them before, so they've got their sweat ingrained in it.
Patina, we call it patina, slightly more. Okay, now, as far as spoilers are concerned, because we know there's a lot that goes on here, and it is a comedy, it's very funny, there's a lot of passing wind, people die of passing wind, don't they?
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
People die of passing wind in it.
Yeah.
Which can happen.
Yeah.
No, it can't.
Yes, it can.
Well, I'm on the high-risk register.
Of course, well, we've known that. Nobody told you. We had a meeting about it. We should tell you. I thought the answer was yes to that, and somebody had done that. No, okay.
It's based on fact.
And can you?
What fact?
Are people? So people die of it, but are people killed of it?
Yes, there's
is it a secret weapon?
We've got the amazing Celia Imrie.
Oh, and Sir Tom Courtenay.
It's just a
Blimey,
dream,
O'Reilly
isn't it?
acting royalty.
I know.
See,
I know.
anything with Celia in is good, even things that are bad.
She's just amazing. Well, she always is.
How long is it? Is it an hour or 2 hours?
It's an hour.
It's an hour. See, you want it to
Just
be 2
long
hours
enough.
because you went to Bulgaria. You've got all these people. This could, I mean, there are some TV channels. This would be on for weeks, wouldn't it?
It could be. Leave them wanting more,
Absolutely.
isn't it? Is it?
And how does it? Well, without giving too much away, could there be another one? Cinderella After Ever After 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 Ever After.
Maybe.
All right.
I can't.
Oh, that means yes. That's the loudest yes I've ever heard,
yeah.
isn't it? That was so yes, wasn't it?
It's a clear yes.
I don't know. Well, I hope so.
Yeah, I think there's a definitely. What's the other thing? There's a big thing that Ozzy Jane said to me that happens in it. Well, for a start, this is a little bit of inside skinny. You have your glass slippers on. when we see your feet, but when we weren't looking at or when the camera wasn't on your feet, you were wearing what, Sian?
Oh, I had a very comfy pair of Marks and Spencer's wedges.
Yeah.
Because you just can't run round a forest in heels, can you?
And obviously they're Perspex, the glass slippers, I would imagine.
Yes.
Did you get to keep them?
No, I didn't. I tried
just
to.
steal. You should have just stolen them. Ewan McGregor basically stole everything in the Star Wars film that he was in.
I tried
everything.
to steal.
Go to his house, all there. George Lucas ever goes, he's been in prison for the rest of his life.
I did try to steal my wedding ring because I thought they probably just got it from some shop, and I got in trouble for that because it was handmade for Helena Bonham Carter for another film. And it was a real ring, expensive ring.
Which would that be then?
I don't know. Something where she's princessy, I think.
Yeah.
So I wasn't allowed it. So I thought I'd best not take the slippers.
Okay, and David Williams has to. There are certain people out there. So who was it? It was what was his name? Alfred Hitchcock. Alfred Hitchcock always wrote himself into his movies for a walk-on part, a cameo, didn't he? He always appeared in his own movies. And Stan Lee did that quite a lot as well. David Williams his equivalent of that is he always has to have a Strictly Come Dancing reference in there. And
there is a Strictly
yes,
Come
there is.
Dancing reference.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can we talk about this or not? Is that a moment?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it gives away any plot, but
is somebody killed via Strictly Come Dancing?
no one's killed via Strictly Come Dancing. There's
Nobody's
just a little
Strictly Come
musical,
Dancing to death.
There's just a little musical kind of reference.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, and have you seen it?
Yes, I have.
Where did you watch it?
We had a screening on Saturday at the BFI.
Nice. Right, so what are you going to do today? Are you going to go straight back on the train?
I'm going home. I've got to get back for school pickup.
Who were you buying presents for yesterday? Can you tell us?
Just little stocking fillery things.
And what do you want from Santa?
I've asked for a new pair of pyjamas.
Yeah.
And slippers. How boring.
It's not boring, it's
Not
cool.
boring.
It's what you want,
Best
isn't it?
Christmas presents.
You wouldn't have needed it if you'd nicked the glass slippers.
Oh, I know. Oh, and always perfume.
Yeah.
What are you having?
Well, I've already had my present from my wife.
What was it?
It was getting my varicose veins done.
Romantic.
Yeah. And I've got a video if you'd like to see it.
I'd love to
We're
see
going to
it.
watch it on Christmas Day
What,
after
do
the
they
Queen's
just pull,
speech.
do they just pull them out like
No,
worms?
don't be silly.
No, I've seen your legs on. Were you on this morning? And
Yes,
you
I
had your
was on
legs
this
out?
morning.
Yeah.
This morning.
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
No, they microwave them and then they pull them out one by
Yeah,
one.
that's it.
53 I had done. It's good, isn't it?
Was that a vanity thing, or do they hurt?
No, they hurt. Yeah, they make your legs weigh like twice because there's so much more blood in them because they become over vacillated.
Is that because you're?
Happy Christmas, everyone.
Is that because you're fit? Is this because you run?
No, it's genetic.
Oh.
And the running helps because you have nitrous oxide that's produced via running, which helps the flow of your blood. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We've gone off the Christmas theme now.
But you might get a little stocking filler.
Yeah, well, I used to have to wear stockings, so I have many stockings to fill.
Are you going to hang them up?
Yes, I am. In fact, that's what I could do. I could give people actual ex-Chris Evans varicose post-varicose veins procedure stockings. Maybe that's what I've got my co-host today. Maybe that's what's in these boxes, co-hosts. Shall we open our presents in a moment? Yes, we're going to do it now. Would you like to stick around?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that then. Sian Gibson is with us. She's the same size as this guy used to be. She's 5'1", for heaven's sake. She's Cinderella, and here's her prince.
The Chris Evans Breakfast Show with Sky.